Hey everyone, welcome to Three Man Power Trip. We're going to go over some games for you. I went 9-7 on my last week pick'ems. I'm 33-29 overall.
What are you?
Oh, I went 10-6 and I'm 35-27.
I went 10-6.
Again.
And I'm 37-25.
It's getting close.
Yes, it is.
Are we going to do these pick'ems for the playoffs too, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely do pick'ems for the playoffs.
So we won't know who truly wins till after the Super Bowl, huh?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Unless it's a landslide.
It's
Yeah.
it's like,
Right. Exactly. But anyways, last week's games. We're starting out with the Thursday game. The Jets at the Ravens. The Ravens blew them out 42-21. Lamar had another 5 passing touchdown game. Third time this season.
Ties Brady. Brady's the only other one to do it.
That's pretty awesome. So the next game was starting with the Sunday games at 1 o'clock. The Patriots at the Bengals. Patriots won that 34-13. I believe they clinched a spot in the playoffs with that victory.
it's like the videotaping helped.
Yep, definitely helped.
Watch our way to a win.
Buccaneers at the Lions. The Bucs ended up winning 38-17. Another pretty solid performance by Winston.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the yards and the touchdowns, but throws a lot of ints.
He's got a Tampa Bay
Interceptions.
record too, I guess. 30 passing touchdowns in a
Okay.
single season. Nobody else in Tampa Bay Buccaneer history has done that.
Here's my question. I saw he was tied 31st for interceptions. Who the hell's worse than that?
I don't know.
Off the top of your guys'
Phillip
head.
Rivers isn't doing really well. I don't know what he's got though.
I just can't think of anybody that's thrown that
I
many.
don't know.
Yeah, he throws
You'd
a
have to
lot
look,
of
I'm not
interceptions.
sure.
That's his downfall. Is he's a gunslinger. He slings it around. He'll throw the picks, but he also
Yeah, throw
Gets
shit against the
touchdowns.
wall, see if it sticks.
Stick it.
the Texans and Titans had a pretty big matchup. The AFC South matchup there. The Texans ended up winning that 24-21. AFC West matchup was next. The Broncos at the Chiefs. The Chiefs won it 23-3.
Then the next game we had the Dolphins at the Giants. Giants won that 36-20. Then we had the Eagles at the Redskins. Eagles won that 37-27. Seahawks at Panthers. Seahawks won that one 30-24. Then we had the Bears at the Packers. Packers won that one 21-13. Then my Vikings murdered the Chargers 39-10.
What'd they
Hell
have?
of a game.
7 turnovers? Chargers
Chargers
had?
had
Yeah.
7 turnovers. Yep. I think Rivers had 3 interceptions, and I think he fumbled twice.
How many sacks did Griffin?
Danielle Hunter
Yeah, how many did he have?
in that game?
Couple?
I can't remember. At least 1, I think.
He's gonna end up beating Bruce Smith if he can stay hot.
Yeah, he's got to keep it going throughout his career, though. He's on pace by age.
It's weird.
He's got more sacks by age than Bruce Smith had at this same age.
It's weird to think he is because he's not really a top name.
Right, he's not a top name.
He's more of an under the
But
radar
he's
kinda
under the
guy.
radar.
He's always been that way. I mean, he's been tearing it. I mean, being a Vikings fan, I've watched him since he's came to the league, and he's
Right.
always done really well. And actually, they just announced the Pro Bowl rosters, and he's actually on it. I was
That's
shocked
awesome.
because I thought they'd snub him and be like,
Right,
"Oh,
Put
that's
him with
awesome.
Bosa's and
But yeah, he's flying under the radar, but he's a damn good player, and I think he's only going to get better. So
Agree with that.
so we have next. We have the Jaguars beat the Raiders 20-16. Cardinals beat the Browns 38-24.
Browns beat the Cardinals.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Anyways.
Right? Yeah.
That's
No, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Jeez!
You're right.
Cardinals-
Look at that.
The Cardinals
You
beat
been
the
drinking, buddy?
Yeah, Mountain
Yeah.
Dew.
Product placement.
Yeah, there you go.
Mountain Dew.
Well, yeah, the Cardinals did beat the Browns 38-24, and that put the Browns in a pretty rough predicament for their playoff spot. They're going to need some help to get
Then
in.
we had
now.
your boys beat the Rams
Yep.
44-21. Falcons pulled out a late late touchdown to Julio. Won that one 29-22. Bills pulled a close one out 17-10. And we had the Saints. Good old Breeze.
Yep.
34-7, they won that one.
And Breeze set the all-time passing touchdown record. So kudos to Breeze, and he missed 5 games this season. So I think it would have been broken a little sooner, and then he would have just added to it. But it is what it is.
He's at 541 right now.
That's awesome.
I mean, to think about it, then now does Brady catch up to him and break it?
Do they keep going back and forth?
I'm telling you, I think Brady's done. I think Brady's done.
That is that's possible.
I honestly think Breeze will probably come back at least another year, I bet.
But
I could see Teddy taking the team over, though.
If he stays there,
if he stays there.
He's a free agent. Somebody's going to throw some money at him. If they keep Breeze, they're not going to pay Teddy.
Right, you can't pay both of them.
So unless Teddy takes a 1-year deal for, maybe $4 or $5 million.
Right. Yeah, I see that.
I can see him doing it that.
So this is a playoff special. We're going to kind of go over... Yeah, playoffs. Playoff special here for you guys. Kind of go over the playoff teams and see what you guys think.
What?
Yeah.
What?
In the AFC, the Ravens are the 1 seed. Patriots are the 2 seed. Kansas City is the 3 seed. Texans is a 4 seed for now. All of these are, just kind of for now. Buffalo's in the 5 seed and Pittsburgh's in the 6. Tennessee, Cleveland, and Oakland need help to get in, but they're still in the hunt. Mm-hmm. So, starting with your Ravens, you guys can clinch with a win. Clinch home field.
I'm kind of nervous because it's the Browns. We lost to the Browns before. Like you said, we're on a winning streak. Every team's got to lose one at least eventually.
Could be a trap game. Who do you guys play last week?
Steelers.
So 2 teams trying to fight for a playoff spot, pretty much. Right. I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried as long as you win 1 out of the next 2. You guys are. Yeah. I think you'll get there.
I mean, is it a trap game though? Maybe, but Jets was a trap game. Also, is what I kind of seen when I was looking online. People were saying that.
I'm more worried about Pittsburgh though than I am Cleveland.
But see, if the Ravens win this game though, do they rest their players last week? Are they still fighting for? Because if they've already got it,
they would lock home field. They would lock the entire 1 seed with a win, and then you could sit the players last week, play your backups.
I wouldn't do that. I'd at least have them play probably the first half,
right?
At least the first quarter. If you get up by a couple scores,
right,
that's not a big deal. But
I hear you there. New England is the 2 seed. What do we see happening there?
I think this week will be a deciding factor.
This week will be yeah. I agree with that. They got the Bills coming up. That's going to be
Buffalo.
A tough game.
Like I keep saying, I don't think they're that great, man. Their defense is really good, but
offensive struggles.
I think they're struggling, and I don't think. I know everybody says, "Oh, they count them out every year," and then the playoffs start, and here they come.
Yeah,
I think this year's different.
Think so?
I think so.
I hope you're right.
Does anybody have a chance to? Who's in the 3rd seed? What's the record?
Kansas. Okay, Baltimore's 12-2 at the 1. New England is 11-3 in the 2. Kansas City's 10-4 in the 3. Houston's 9-5 in the 4 seed. So it's all 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, 5 loss.
So if New England lost 1.
Buffalo.
And then Buffalo and Kansas City won 2 in a row, they'd all be tied, right?
And Kansas City beat New England, so Kansas City would get the 2 seed at that point.
Okay.
So a lot of things can shake out still.
If Buffalo would win this week, Buffalo would
also have
over the Patriots. Yeah. So there's a lot riding on that game then, huh?
But they played earlier this season, though.
Yeah, Patriots won the early one, so it would be 1-1 split. So I'm not sure exactly what the tiebreakers are.
I think it's strength of schedule then, isn't it?
strength of schedule or strength of victory. But
Yeah.
obviously it goes head-to-head, then it goes division.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought it was conference,
Okay, that makes more sense.
and then it goes down the line. But
I mean, seeding's one thing they're going to have to figure out.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, I think the first 5 teams are probably set.
yeah.
Everybody's fight. The last seed, I think, is going to come down to whoever wins the Texans and Titans, and then the Steelers.
Yeah. Steelers are currently in the 6.
Really, those 3 teams, I think, are going to be fighting over the 6th seed, and then one of them's
Yeah.
obviously going to get the 4th. But
So, I mean, the way it looks here on my paperwork that Pittsburgh has the 6. They are tied 8 with Tennessee, both having 8-6 records.
Mhm.
So Pittsburgh obviously has the tiebreaker of them somehow. So Tennessee is going to actually need some help. They're going to need Pittsburgh to lose, and then for themselves to win out. So yeah, hopefully Baltimore pulls it out. But anyways, the next one.
What we got shaping up in the NFC? Because that's where your guys' teams are at.
the NFC
Yeah.
is just...
The NFC's even more wild. Seattle is currently the 1 seed. Green Bay is the 2. New Orleans is the 3 seed. Dallas is the 4 seed for now. San Francisco's the 5, and Minnesota's the 6. But a lot of things can shake out, as we know. Seattle and the 49ers have flip-flopped the last couple weeks, going from the 1 to the 5. It's just it's hectic.
the whole NFC right now can flip flop. I mean, everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter what happens in these games. Like, you can go from the 6th to the. I saw a scenario where the Vikings could go from the 6th to the 2nd, the 6th to the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all over the place. I mean,
And it's weird that somebody comes up with all these probabilities.
Yeah.
Or you'll have it, team will be, 2-10, and they can still possibly make a run.
the only team that's got a shot at getting in that's not in there right now is the Rams.
Yeah.
But if the Vikings win one of the last 2 games, the Rams aren't in.
Yep.
The Vikings would have to lose both games, and
Yeah.
the Rams would have to win both to get that 6th seed.
The Vikings
could
control
happen,
their own
but-
destiny.
It's all on Cousins.
They got 2 home games to end out the year, and they're undefeated at home right now, so
That's good.
we'll see.
But between Seattle and the 49ers, they keep flip-flopping back and forth. I mean, the 49ers had a weird loss against the Falcons. Are they who we thought they were? Do you think the 49ers do come back and take that division back over? Or do you think this is this is Seattle's division?
That's the hardest thing to...
It's weird because Seattle, I've seen both of them kind of collapse in some games.
I mean,
They've been
yeah.
like looking like one of the best teams in the league, and then boom, they get beat.
Yep.
Well, when Seattle played the Ravens, what happened to Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
But it's happened on, the 49ers played with the Ravens pretty well.
Right. They went toe-to-toe. It was field goal at the end that won it.
It's whatever team shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously New Orleans is playing really good. Green Bay, the NFC North, see, that can change too.
But you would need some help with Green Bay
if
losing.
Green Bay would have to, let's see, if we beat them this week, they'd have to lose to we'd have to win out, and they'd have to lose to the Lions and us. They'd have to lose the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Which
It could happen.
probably isn't going to happen, but you never know.
You never know.
And then the East.
The
So,
NFC East.
Whoever wins that division, the other one's not making the playoffs. So.
I really think that it's going to come down
To this week's game.
to this week's game. The scenario here, it does say if Dallas wins, we're in.
Yeah.
The Eagles have to win their last 2.
Because that would be the second time you beat them, right?
Yep.
So
So we would be 2-0 versus them. They must have a better actual record than us to get in, so they have to win 2 weeks in a row. We only have to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's kind of
I'd say most of it's pretty. I mean, besides
Set.
seeding, I think most of it's pretty set.
yeah.
At least like the
top 4.
probably 5 of the 6 teams in
And
each division.
going over to the back to the AFC, you got the teams that are in the hunt is Tennessee, Cleveland, and Oakland. Cleveland and Oakland are both 6-8.
They're not.
Yes, mathematically they're in the hunt. I don't see them happening.
Now, is that weird, though? They're in the hunt still, but if you go to the NFC, well, they've all got winning
Yeah,
records.
if you go to the NFC, the teams that are in the hunt is Los Angeles at 8-6 and Philadelphia at 7-7. But the only reason Philadelphia is in it is hunting
of the
for the
division.
actual division. So 8-6 is the actual last team that's in the actual hunt for a wild card. It is very weird how the divisions are just that.
One's
you know,
kind of
one's really
stacked
strong
more than
and-
the other one.
And the other one isn't as strong, doesn't seem.
It's just weird how the seeding's going this year. Like I said, the
Mhm.
NFC, it just keeps flip-flopping. The top seed.
One goes to the 3,
second
the 2
seed.
goes up. Yeah.
So, I mean, so now that's kind of how the playoffs are at least
Projected.
projected. That's what we're sitting on. The next thing to go into is our pick'ems.
Week 16.
And this week has kind of an oddity. It's got 3 Saturday games,
Yeah,
no Thursday game.
It's going to be very odd. I don't know why they did that. Why not have a game on Thursday this week? It's not Christmas week.
Yeah. I don't know why they did that either, but the games are slated as on Saturday for a 1 o'clock, a 4:30, and an 8:15. Kind of like the Thanksgiving
A little bit.
where they had
Yeah.
you have a game, you know, so that way one game every 3 hours.
There's actually
So-
all 3 of the games that day are going to be pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, they could go either way.
So we start out 1 o'clock on Saturday. We got the Texans at the Buccaneers.
What you guys got?
The Texans are fighting for more than what the Bucs are fighting for. Although the Bucs could pull an upset, I got the Texans winning it. I think they're coming off of a high. They're coming off of a big win over the Titans. They got some confidence back. I'm going Texans.
I got Texans as well. Like you said, they're fighting for a playoff spot. The Bucs really aren't fighting for anything. You know Jameis is going to throw a couple more picks.
Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm going crab legs. I got
Oh.
Buccaneers.
The upset.
One Buccaneers, huh?
I think Jameis pulls it out.
Hey, the Falcons beat the 49ers last week.
Anything's possible.
So anything is definitely possible. And even though the Bucs aren't fighting for a playoff spot, they're still putting some points on the board.
Yeah, they are.
So
what we got? The 4:30 game on Saturday. We got the Bills and the Patriots. What you guys got? I got Buffalo.
This is going to be a hell of a matchup. Let's just be honest. I got the Patriots winning it, but I'm skeptical.
I'm going Buffalo.
I do think, though, this has a key, crucial element to the playoffs. Because if Buffalo pulls that out, that could put them up.
Yeah, they would be
They'd be
tied
11.
record-wise.
Would they be 11? 11 wins then? 11-4?
Yeah,
they'd be?
yep. New England is 11-3. Buffalo's 10-4. So they would both
both be
become
11-4.
11-4.
Because depending on, if the Patriots do go on a 2-game skid,
You never know.
Buffalo could possibly get in that, 2 or 3
They could be the 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, if they could take the division, they
That's
could.
weird thinking, but there's always...
It's possible.
Same with Seattle and San Fran, though. You got the flip-flop. But, anyways, yeah, I got the Patriots. You guys both got the Bills.
I'm telling you.
It's at Gillette Stadium, and there was a stat earlier. They won like 23 games in a row until the Chiefs beat them. Gillette is a tough place to play. I don't care who you are.
One thing I will
it is a
say-
tough place to play.
They got, 4 losses as in another year Patriots?
The Patriots are 11-3.
3?
3, yeah.
They've been beat by what? 3 quarterbacks under the age of 25. Allen's under
Pretty
25
much.
too.
Yeah, they've been beat by some really good quarterbacks.
Watson, Lamar, and Mahomes.
Yep.
I think Allen's going to be the next one to do it.
Okay. I'll take that. So the next one is going to be your Saturday 8:15 game, Rams at 49ers. Rams do have a playoff spot to play for. So what are you guys thinking there?
I'm going a Niner.
49ers.
I'm going 49ers too. I think the 49ers,
They're playing for that 1 seed.
they're playing
so-
for the 1 seed still. I think the 49ers get the win. It's going to eliminate the Rams.
Yeah.
I think
With that.
I think there's one key crucial part to this. One player to watch is going to be Emmanuel Sanders.
Okay.
They've played a hell of a lot better since they've gotten him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be the difference maker.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, on to the Sunday games. The Sunday slate, starting at the 1 o'clock games, Bengals at Dolphins. Not much riding on this one.
No,
I'm going Dolphins.
I got Dolphins.
I got the Miami Heat.
Ah,
I got the Dolphins.
the
I
Dolphins.
think the Dolphins will pull it out.
The Heat could come in there and beat both.
Dolphins seem to be a little more competitive than the Bengals at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them are playing for anything, but I just think the Dolphins have a little tougher of a team.
Cincinnati wants that
Between the
number
two.
one pick.
Yeah.
Burrow.
So, go ahead.
All right, next game we got Steelers at the Jets.
I'm going Steelers.
Steelers.
I got the Steelers as well.
They're fighting for a playoff spot
Yep.
again. Jets aren't playing for anything.
Jets are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Next game we got the Giants at the Redskins. Two teams that aren't playing for much
Yeah.
in the East. Who you guys got on that one?
Old man Eli. I think the Giants are going to win.
You know what? I got the Redskins.
Oh.
I think the Redskins played pretty tough last week,
They did.
and the Giants aren't much either.
Mm-hmm.
It could really go either way.
They got
But-
Barkley, man. Barkley.
Although they do have Barkley, I think Haskins gets it done. It's at Washington, so they kind of get the home crowd there. Like you said, you're not playing for much, but you're still playing to win. You're still playing to please the crowd.
I got the Giants.
So,
I did hear today, though, they said Daniel Jones was playing with the ones in practice.
I thought he was out the whole year.
They said he was playing with the ones. I saw a report on my phone that said that, but it didn't say he was starting or anything. Maybe
Right.
unless he was just practicing and
Get working
trying
it
to
out.
get, yeah. Next game, we got Panthers at the Colts. Two teams that really aren't playing for much again.
yeah, once again, Panthers are kind of on a little skid here. It is at Indianapolis. I got the Colts winning it. The Colts have been eliminated with the Saints with losing to the Saints. It eliminated them, so there's no playoff implications to play for. But I still think you're playing for the home crowd. I got the Colts.
I got the Colts too, and another thing in that game I just thought about, they're benching Kyle Allen, the Panthers are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Will Greer,
Gonna
he's
see
going to
what-
come into play. So you got a rookie that's never played a
Yeah.
game, so I think the Colts are going to pull that out. Who you got?
I think so.
You know what? You got a rookie quarterback starting. I'm changing. I'm going Panthers.
You're going Panthers, going with
Wow.
that odd thing that was happening early on in the season where all the rookies
Wow.
were just winning
Yeah,
like crazy.
I love me a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
All right, so next game we got at 1 o'clock. We got the Ravens and the Browns.
Ooh.
I'm going Ravens, obviously.
Yeah.
I got Ravens.
I got Ravens as well. I think they win, clinch home field.
I think Lamar
And-
throws another, we'll say 5 touchdowns. Why not?
Woo!
Browns are kind of a dumpster fire right now, even though they've
Yeah.
won some games. But
But if the Ravens win, they clinch home field, and isn't that the first time in the team's history that they've ever had a 1 seed
Yep.
clinched?
Also,
That's awesome.
Also, too, if
I think it's gonna happen.
If Lamar throws another touchdown pass, he'll break Vinny Testaverde's record for the franchise for passing touchdowns.
Once again, more records are falling for your Baltimore Ravens, man. That's awesome. Who do you got?
oh, in that game, the
Yeah,
Ravens.
the Ravens,
Oh,
yeah. So we're all
I'm
on
not picking
board.
the Browns.
We're all on board with the Ravens with that one. The next 1 o'clock game, Jaguars at Falcons.
Falcons.
Minshew Mania.
I got the Falcons.
I got Jaguars.
I like Minshew, but Falcons are weird this
Yeah.
year, man.
They look good on paper, but it doesn't translate.
But then sometimes it does.
Which,
Yeah, sometimes it does, like last week.
Yeah.
Beating
And then a few weeks before that, they won like a couple in a
toss-up.
row, didn't they? So it was like, I don't know.
I got
You want to go Minshew because of
fuck
the
it.
staff.
Fuck it. You know what? We're going Minshew. Minshew Mania.
Oh, man.
Get on board, baby. Minshew Mania. I wasn't a believer of Minshew
I think he's gonna
last
do it.
week.
Uncle Rico.
I took the Raiders over the Jaguars. The Jaguars pulled the upset.
I gotta do something.
So-
I gotta break away from you. We keep tying.
Like I said, I'm going back to Minshew Mania. I think they get it done against the Falcons.
It's possible.
So what's the next game we got, guys? We got Saints and the Titans. I can go either way.
Yeah. Lot on the line in that game, too.
Well,
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
I got the Saints.
I think they're more higher power than even with Tannehill hitting stride.
Definitely the Saints. I don't. I mean, Titans. Last week I thought Titans for sure were going to beat the Texans. The Texans weren't looking that good.
I took the Titans as well,
and I was like, "Oh, the Titans are on a roll here." And then I watched that game. Texans pretty much killed them. I mean, through with 3 quarters. Pretty much.
It became a game late, but it was a little too late. To mount the comeback, but
And the Saints are still playing for seeding and stuff too.
Yep, Saints are playing for seeding, but Titans are playing for that last spot. So I think this is going to be a game that's gonna be better than what people expect. Mm-hmm. I got the Saints winning it in a close one.
Then we got the Raiders at the Chargers.
I got Chargers.
I got the Chargers as well. I know they had the 7 turnovers last week, but it was against Minnesota's defense.
You gotta drop it like it's hot.
So I think the Chargers kind of get back on board, and
I got the Raiders.
Oh,
they've lost a bunch in a row, but it's weird that they've lost I think I saw they lost 4 in a row, and they're still fighting for a playoff spot.
That's like my fantasy.
Yeah,
it's weird.
That is very weird.
But Phillip Rivers is throwing a lot of interceptions. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but
it could go either way. Not much on the line other than Raiders are still playing for a spot, but they need help with other teams to lose also. Oh, that was the first 4 o'clock game. The second 4 o'clock game is the Lions at Broncos. Once again, not much there other than just kind of playing for the home crowd. I got the Broncos winning it in Denver.
I got the Broncos too. Yeah.
That's what I got. I got the Broncos. Lions are kind of
dumpster fire.
They're up there.
Especially without Stafford in there. I mean, they're on their 3rd string quarterback.
This has been a real bad season for the Lions.
They've been on backup running backs. And, it's just not good. Next game, 4:25. We got the Cardinals at the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I like to see the Cardinals do it.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle as well. They've got more to play for. They're the 1 seed currently. They are playing to hold that 1 seed at this point with 2 games left. You gotta get the win if you're Seattle, because if the Seattle loses, 49ers win, it's gonna flip flop again.
Yep.
Seattle doesn't want that to happen. And it's at Seattle.
I don't think any of the NFC teams will be resting any players.
No.
Because they're still going to be. I mean, even the last week,
you're playing for
something
seeding.
Could happen.
You're
probably.
Absolutely.
That can always be a good thing and a bad thing. Like somebody makes a Super Bowl run, and the AFC they've been sitting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. No.
So, go ahead.
We got the Cowboys and the Eagles. 4:25. Last 4:25 game.
This could determine the NFC East.
I believe it will determine the East. I can't go against my Cowboys 2 weeks in a row. I went against them last week. They surprised me against the Rams. I'm going Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys.
Awesome. At least we're all on board with that. And a little stat that I'll throw out there. Jason Garrett is 7-2 versus the Eagles. It's very weird.
No.
It seems like he just, I don't know if he has their number or maybe it's just because it's a division foe. But we've done well against the Eagles. So hopefully that continues.
Both of those teams have kind of been up and down. But Cowboys looked amazing. Like what they were supposed to look like last week. I couldn't believe they beat them that bad.
Right. If the Cowboys play like our roster, like we did last week, if the Cowboys play up to potential with the roster, I think we're going to beat the Eagles.
What? Say that again.
If we play up
to
potential with our roster, brother, I think we're going to win this game.
That's right. You're going to win the damn game.
Just win it. Just do it.
So, with that being said, we're on to the Sunday night game.
8:20.
The 8:20 game on NBC.
I think we're all picking the same one.
At the Bears. Yeah. I think we all got the same one here. The Chiefs at the Bears. Yeah, the Bears have been eliminated. There's really nothing to play for besides, once again, play for the home crowd. But I think the Chiefs have a little too much firepower The Chiefs' defense has steadily increased throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
They've had their games, they've had their ups and downs, but the Chiefs are looking like they're on the incline heading towards the playoffs.
Yep.
I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs.
So
The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Then we got the Monday night game. The
Ooh.
8:15. This is gonna be a good one.
It's going to be good. Packers at the Vikings.
hell yeah.
You know what I think.
It's at Minnesota.
Minnesota 6-0 this season. The only
At
team
home.
that's undefeated.
Don't
Look at
be a
this shit.
dick.
Don't meet Dick. Dick is a Packers fan. Don't be a dick.
No, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
I've got Minnesota winning it. It's at Minnesota. The Packers haven't really looked like they're playing their best ball this season. Yes, they're a good team. Yes, their record shows that they are a very good, well-rounded team. But I think the Vikings have something to prove. It's at Minnesota. I think Kirk Cousins gets it done.
I think he does. Primetime Cousins.
I think Cousins pulls it out. One thing I'm worried about, I think can be a deciding factor in this, is if Cook gets hurt again.
Yeah.
Seems like he gets dinged up a lot.
He does. But, to be honest with you, he went down that last game, and they kept him out. And they had their third-string running back in there, and he got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And Thielen's back. This is the second week Thielen's going to be back.
He'll start getting back to normal.
Their defense was looking a lot better last week.
I agree with that. And as a little note here, I'm kind of looking at the records. Minnesota's 10-4, Green Bay's 11-3.
Yep.
How does that shake out if Minnesota does get the win? They're both 11-4, or does somehow Green Bay have to lose the final week as well?
In order for Minnesota to win that division, Green Bay would have to lose both.
Lose
games,
both, and you guys win
and
both.
then we'd have to win both.
So just by tying records, you won't have the tiebreaker over them for the.
No,
the
if we
higher
ended
seed.
up with the same record,
Gotcha.
they would be ahead.
So you control this one, but then you don't control Green Bay's last
and
game.
they play
so,
the Packers
Yeah.
play the Lions the last game.
So you're pretty much looking at
Hey,
the
you
6th
never know.
seed then. But you never know.
Mhm.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
But with that concludes our pick'ems. So
And I guess that concludes the week.
Yeah.
We'll be back here next week for Christmas. You'll be here, right?
yeah, I'll be here next week.
Yeah. He'll
But
be here
then
next week.
I'm going on vacation.
So it'll be a
A two-man
weekend
power trip. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-man.
So until next time.
see you then.
Yeah,
See ya when
see you
we
then.
see ya.
We were 3-man power trip.
Bye.